This has its own magic.
What's up, everybody? It's Coach Kev. Today, we're going to talk about Angel Reese. She is being attacked on a daily basis on social media. She said that she has been through a lot, getting death threats, all kind of crazy things being said about her. We're going to listen to two different points of views, one from Emmanuel Acho and one from Joy Taylor. We'll listen to them and we'll decide which one we agree with most. Angel Reese, is this the price of being quote-unquote famous, or are these social media trolls doing too much? Let's discuss.
I'm about to give a gender-neutral, racially indifferent take. Now, if you want to say, well, Acho, cater your take based upon gender, Acho, cater your take based upon race, I will understand that. But I'm about to give a gender-neutral, racially indifferent take. Angel Reese, you can't beat a big bad wolf, but then kind of cry like Courage the Cowardly Dog. Because if you want to act grown, which she has, if you want to get paid like you grown, which you are, if you want to talk to grown folks like you grown, which you did post-game when you told a coach for an opposing team, watch your mouth. If you want to tell people get your money up, then post-game when you take an L, you just got to take it on the chin. Nobody mourns when the villain catches an L. And Angel Reese, you have self-proclaimed to be the villain. Shout out to you, because you were the second best basketball player on the court, and it was not close. Outside of Caitlin Clark, it was you. 17 and 20, dog. Showed up, biggest game, second biggest game of your career. Absolute dog, but you can't, under any circumstance, go to the podium and now try to ask for individuals to give you sympathy. No one has sympathy for the villain. You painted the bullseye on your back. Why are you surprised when people shoot at you? So if you want to act grown, if you want to pose grown, if you want to talk grown, if you want to talk to grown folks grown, then you got to take the L like you grown. Because what frustrated me is when you want to be the villain, but you want to hope for sympathy like a hero.
That's Emmanuel's point of view. So pretty much what he's saying is that Angel Reese painted herself as the villain. So if you want to be the villain, when you win, you could do all this villainous stuff, say you're great and all this stuff. But when you lose, you got to take it. So that's his point of view. I feel like it was not the best time for her to say this because it's after she lost to Caitlin Clark after beating him last year. Right after she lost, it sounds like kind of like crying over spilled milk, like that kind of stuff. Like, oh, now everybody's attacking me. Like, not the best time to say it or bring it out. But she is kind of painted as the, yo, I'm better than everybody. Yo, I don't care if nobody likes me. This is what I do, and I'm the best at it, which I'm not mad at. I agree with that. I'm not mad at it. I want her to have that energy, keep being the best you are. But then when you lose, like Emmanuel just said, you got to take it on the chin. So this is what Joy Taylor's point of view is. Let's listen to her and see what she got to say.
I'll say this. I really enjoy villains. I like villains. I like villains more than most. But why is she a villain? Because of what she does on the court?
She said she was.
Who made her the villain?
She said she was the villain.
Self-proclaimed.
Who made her the villain? Because someone made her the villain, and it wasn't her. She was being herself and bragging the same way that all athletes brag when they win, when they hit a big shot, when they do this. I've seen it a million times. Yeah. But we don't talk about them the way that we talk about Angel Reese. So it's very easy to say that we're just going to eliminate the fact that she is a young girl and eliminate the fact that she is a black girl and eliminate the fact that she's an unapologetic black girl. We can take all that out. I love playing the we don't see color game. We don't see gender game.
Actually, when LeBron went to the Miami Heat, he was painted as the villain. He was definitely painted. They burned his jersey. Cleveland, all the fans burned his jersey. He was painted as the villain. He embraced the villain role that whole year. That's all they talked about is embracing that villain role, the hatred, the animosity. Everybody was against him. It was the Heat against the world, and they didn't win the first year, but they eventually won their championship. So there's definitely been different scenarios and different times and different situations where there were athletes being painted as the villain, and it happened. So this is not new. That's what I'm saying, Angel Reese. This is not new to the game.
Do we talk about men who brag after winning or hitting a big shot the way that we talk about Angel Reese? I'll clear it up for you. We don't do segments about that because it's very common. We're used to seeing it. It's absorbed differently. There's an expectation of how Angel Reese is supposed to act. The reason we know that is because of the reaction that we got from her. And when she did that to Caitlin Clark last year, people didn't like it. Men do that all the time. Joe Burrow, we could pull up so many clips of men doing this, and this, and this, and this, and this.
What about the?
We ask for a lot of authenticity from players. We ask for the real. We ask for emotions. We ask for interviews. We ask for not the cans. Yeah, congrats to Caitlin Clark in Iowa. I'm gonna make my decision next year. Appreciate you all coming out. We just didn't play our best today. You know, we could have been better. We didn't play our best today. We could have on to Cincinnati, right? We don't like that, right? We want the real. We want the interviews. We want the authenticity. We want the emotion. But then when we get that, don't do that. Don't do that. Be the person that we've put you up here to be. Be the person that someone else said you were because you gloated, because you did something that men do all the time. What I'm trying to say is she didn't make herself the villain. She showed up unapologetically herself in the same way that men do all the time.
But that's everybody,
every Tuesday night in January. No, they don't. They don't get the same thing. I've been doing this in some capacity since 2007, almost 20 years. I know everything that I say, how people are going to react to it. I can predict it almost to a dime. If I post something, if our show posts something, I know what the comments are going to be. I'm prepared for that. And that doesn't make it any easier. When I talk about some of my experiences to people, they can't believe the things I'm saying. They cannot believe the things that I experience. And I don't talk about them because I am unapologetic and brash and I stand on what I say and I get it. But this is a young person. If we want to take all the racial and gender components and all that out of it, this is a young person.
I got a question for you.
Young person. That's the kind of thing. She's 21. Yes, she's young. She clearly is young. But 21 is considered grown. These kids are getting NIL deals. They're getting paid big money, big endorsements. They're in the spotlight now, just like the professionals. They're starting to be just like the professionals. So the scrutiny is going to come. This is a part of the game. You either play it or you don't. It comes with it. Telling trolls to not troll on social media is like telling the sun to not come out during the day, or telling the moon to not come out during the night. It's like telling a dog not to bark. This is what they do, and this is what they're going to continue doing. The more you talk about it and say, oh, this affects me, this, is the more they're going to continue to do it. We're in the social media era, the social media age. Trolls are going to be trolls no matter what. When you're in the spotlight, you got to deal with the good and you got to deal with the bad. It just comes with the territory. That's the game. You either play it or you don't.
Or is she having a new experience? And I hear you. It's great to brag and then stand on it. But everyone didn't assign themselves the villain role. I assigned myself the villain role. I knew when I stepped into this space that people weren't going to like me. I take it as a badge of honor if I say something that people don't like, because that means I'm moving you. I'm supposed to talk for a living. I should say things that are compelling and everyone shouldn't agree with you. All I'm saying is, if we want authenticity, we cannot then immediately persecute it. You can say that you don't like that she didn't take the L the way that you like. But what this would have taught her, this would have taught me as a young person, cool. You're going to get exactly what I give you. You're going to get the bare minimum from here on. Because if I'm honest about my experience, which, by the way, everyone is not having Angel Reese's experience. Angel Reese is different than Juju. Angel Reese is different than Caitlin Clark. Angel Reese has experienced different things in the public space than other people have. Do your research. Yeah. She has.
So that's two different points of view. Emmanuel Acho and Joy Taylor. Which side do you guys agree with more? Leave it in the comments below. For me, it's tough. It's a situation where, like, you don't want to get death threats and you don't want to get attacked and antagonized on social media and all these negative things. But if you're going to get praised for all the good you do and the good things and the things you want to be praised for, it's going to be negative. It's just two sides. It's a good, bad, a yin and a yang. It all comes with life. It's a part of life. It's just going to happen. 21, like I said, she is an adult, but she is still young and she's learning. I feel like this is just a process of her learning how to deal with it. The people around her trying to help her and her herself just trying to understand where she's at in life, what she can focus on, what to not focus on, and just the things that are going to just bring out the best in her. So she's continuing to understand that and grow. I agree with Manuel that this is a part of the game. It comes with the territory. Like, you can't, if you want to brag and do all this, when it gets thrown back in your face, it's going to get thrown back in your face and you got to take it. That's how you got to deal with it. I agree with Joy's point of view too. Sometimes it goes a little overboard. She gets attacked a little bit more than the other girls that play in college basketball, which is, I don't know why, but it could be because of her braggadocious and her attitude and all that stuff comes with it and why she gets attacked like that. So I agree that it might be going a little too far as well, but it's both sides of the fence, man. You got to take it and you got to give it. If you're gonna be that, stick your chest out, be like, yeah, this is me. I'm the best at what I do. When I win, when you lose, you got to be like, the other person was better than me on this day. Get back into the lab and get better. So let me know, like I said, your thoughts below. Which side of the fence do you guys fall on? Do you agree with Joy's statements more, or do you agree with Emmanuel's statements more when it comes to Angel Reese being attacked on social media? So next time, this is Coach Kev, and I'm out of here.